Welcome back to another offseason video on the channel. Today I'll be talking about the receivers that I think are on the hot seat this season. These are the receivers that I think are struggling on their current teams and could be moved after the season's over. Starting with Rashad Bateman. As a Ravens fan, it sucks to have him on a list like this, but I feel like this is the last year for him to prove his place on his team for the foreseeable future. He's dealt with injuries his entire career. Now don't get me wrong, in his most healthy season, he put up 45 receptions for 756 yards and 9 touchdowns. That is very solid for a wide receiver too, but his availability is always in question. This past season, Rashad only put up 224 yards and 19 receptions in 13 games, which is a massive drop off from last season's production. Now, with the new Ravens regime, we could see the Ravens move on for him if he doesn't contribute enough on the field. Not to mention, he's rated one of the best separators in the league, so the potential is always there. But it's a fact that if he's going to be available or not, and actually be used in this system. The next receiver I'll be talking about is Cookies Coleman. Despite having good numbers his rookie season, he didn't take the leap people thought he was going to have in his second year. He actually struggled all year, putting up only 404 yards and 4 touchdowns in a sophomore slump. People are already writing him off as a bust. He has separation issues and drops easy passes from what I've seen. I feel like this season he'll bounce back and have a solid season, but we'll just have to see when the season starts. If you made it this far into the video, consider dropping a like, as it would mean a lot to me, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the summer. If you subscribe as well, then you're my GOAT. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. This next receiver is one that I really like, and it sucks to have him in a video like this. It is Brian Thomas Jr. The Jaguars said they aren't looking to move on from him, but you can never be sure. BTJ had a sophomore slump this past season after having an amazing rookie year where he had 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. He was looking like the next star on this Jaguars offense. This past season, something felt off with him. He was dropping routine balls. He had a 52% catch rating, which was rated second worst in the league. I personally think that he will be fine this season, but he does have the pressure to perform after the emergence of Parker Washington. Now, you can have Brian Thomas next to Parker Washington. I think that'll be a good duo. I hope they do that. I hope they don't move him at all because he really does have good potential. I feel like a sophomore, he just had a sophomore slump and he'll rebound this season. Unfortunately, this next receiver on the list is a receiver that I believe can turn things around. It's Xavier Legette. I'm a big fan of Xavier Legette. I love his game, and coming into the draft, I either wanted my Ravens or Panthers to get him, and my wish came true. But his time in Carolina has been the best so far. He's been dealing with mostly drop issues. People have been labeling him a bust, but I feel like he can turn things around this season. He's been working with Chad Ochocinco in the offseason. People are only calling him a bust because Jalen Coker is on the rise. I believe Jalen Coker is overrated. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the film says. Xavier Legette is a better wide receiver fit than Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker cannot stay healthy. I don't know why people have him on such a high pedestal. Look, don't get me wrong. He has good games for us, but he is not all that. And the fact that he just got his contract, I just don't like it. I don't like it, but we'll see how it plays out. I think X is going to be an 1,000-yard receiver this season. I don't even care what nobody says. Xavier Legette is going to be an 1,000-yard receiver. The Panthers drafted Chris Brazel, which I believe is a good pick. He's going to be good for us. Chris Brazel, if Jalen Coker goes down with another injury, this 3-year deal is going to be a waste, but at least we have backup if that doesn't work out. And if we do move on from X, then Chris Brazel will be that next guy, and we'll have probably one of the best receiving corps in the league. But like, we gotta lock in with X, man. X is a hard worker. He's gonna do his thing, and he's going to perform well. That's all I gotta say. The last receiver I had to talk about is Jerry Jeudy, and my God, what a drop off from last season. I thought he was going to have just as good of a 2025 season as he did in 2024, but I was really wrong. Maybe because the QB play was the reason, because that offense was the worst I've ever seen, and him having a 47.2 catch percentage is absurd. With Todd Monken as his coach, he might be able to make a better offense around Jerry to fit in, and with the actual help outside of Isaiah Bond, he can find himself open more. If Jerry doesn't get things right, he can see himself traded or released by the end of the year. I hope that's not the case, because Jerry could be really good in the right system, as you saw in 2024. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Expect another video next week. The content will only continue to get better, especially when the NFL season starts. I would want to do weekly recaps for my teams, which are the Ravens and the Panthers. I'm excited for this season. There's more to come. See ya.